keep discounting too much and too often and too soon? Hi, I'm Mikael Pitsner. I'm known as the Automated Millionaire, and I'm the creator and founder of this channel here and the programs and courses and coaching that I offer via the automatedmillionaire.com. We are in the current episodes or the current series, we are looking at the mistakes that business owners make when it comes to the topic of setting prices, and in this case here in this episode, of discounting. I'll make this very short, and for clarification of what it really means for you in your business, I implore and urge you to take your numbers, take your prices, take your calculator, take a pen and paper, and then calculate out what it is, by all means what you're doing now, and what it really means truly for your net profits and bottom line. Because this is math and all that, I just want to clarify and highlight this problem, and I invite you to go and dive deeper into it. For those of you who want to have my perspective on it on a bit deeper level and so on, I do have programs and offer you insights that way, and I do have calculations and calculator sheets and so on, and tables and tools that really clarifies what the problem is. But for now, let me just do it shortly in this brief and short episode here, and talking about that in businesses invariably we are discounting way too much, way too often, and way too soon. All right, so let's look at that. I think the premise is that we are so accustomed to, as consumers, to getting discounts left and right. We have Black Friday, we have Cyber Monday, we have seasonal discounts, we have Christmas sales, January sales, we have all of these discounts thrown at us, and we see discounts level that are sometimes extremely high. We'd say buy one get two, right? Buy two and get a third for free. We see all kinds of combinations and so on, and some of them are very ingenious, some of them are very smart. It looks like we're getting a great discount when in fact it's like, you know what, they're probably getting a pretty good deal at the seller's end out of it. They're selling a whole lot more and so on. And so let's look at that. So when we are pricing, or when we are actually discounting, we are trying to accomplish a few things. At least that's how I see it. We're probably trying to, first of all, get the sale, right? We're probably hoping to get more sales than we otherwise would. We are trying to meet the clients halfway and get them more enticed and so on. We are oftentimes, especially when we're discounting too fast, we are actually devaluing what we're selling because maybe we don't have enough faith in what we're doing or in what price we're selling at, or maybe we're too hungry. We almost become too eager. We spoke at about that in a little bit, in some sense, a couple of episodes ago, when we said when we are starting out new and we have all these competitors out there, we are trying to penetrate the market with a low price or high discount, or making us interested or interesting to the audience, because we feel like, well, how else will we get their attention when they are, you know, kind of like cemented in with their current supplier or their current place of shopping or purchases and so on. And to a large degree, you're probably right. But the problem is that very often the discounts we're giving actually cuts way too much into the actually take-home gross profits. In fact, from the observations I've made, we are very often seeing that it cuts so much into the gross profits that it actually eats away the gross profits, and now you're not making a cent on your sales. You're actually making losses on the sales, and now you still have to pay for overheads. So without giving you numbers and without giving you specific percentages to try and calculate out for now, I just urge you to actually do that for yourself in your business and see, well, what would we typically use? What are we typically using today? Are we offering you 20% off, or 25% off, or 10% off, or whatever it is? And really calculate it out from your sale price. Okay, I take this out, and then see what your cost of goods sold really truly are. See if you're really covering what you need to cover, and if at the end of the result you're covering enough that you also have to cover all your fixed expenses, and ideally be left with some sort of profit, at least some profit. Please don't do extra sales and now have extra negatives pulled out of the profits you would otherwise have made in your business every single time. So all of a sudden you don't have a business, you have a money exchange where you're actually paying money to stay in business, right? So basically a loss-making operations. What I'm seeing is, and this is what I like you to do with the math, and this is what you can do with, if you're getting one of my programs, say you like pricing for profits, you will actually have all of this material. It become a lot more direct and a lot more, in your face, so you can truly see it and you can play with the numbers. Now, I have some tools in there where you can try and play with the numbers. I have specific tools in there where you can see that, well, how much extra do you have to sell in order to make up for whatever discounts you're making happen in your business. And trust me, for now at least, that its amount of sales that you have to do is substantial. It's very eye-awakening when you look at it. So for those who are not even contemplating getting my programs or diving further into that, I totally understand. It's fine. No harm, no foul. But for now, then I at least implore you to look at your pricing, look at the discounts, and calculate it out. Try to see how much extra would you have to sell, how many units of your services, or how many units of hours, or how many units of the commodities, or whatever it is you're selling. How much extra, how much volume extra would you have to sell to make up for the discount that you're giving? Now, there may be certain places where it's discounts are so customary, but then maybe you need to think about, well, I need to bring my prices up so that when I give them the discount, I actually get the price that I need to make it all worthwhile and to make it all the way it's supposed to look. Finally, I'd like to talk to you about what I said also in a few episodes ago about sometimes making the penetration pricing, where you are discounting a lot, or you're saying, well, I'm just doing it in the beginning to kind of make my way. What I have come across sometimes is I've seen some research that actually show that you never really make up for it. You never really gain what you are setting out to do, and so on. So unless you have a very high level strategy that really works out for you and so on, you're probably more bound to lose money faster than you otherwise would. I'm not going to go deeper into this discussion about this. Again, like I said, you can avail yourself of a free strategy session with me. Just go to my website or send me an email to MP, stands for Michael Pitzner, mp@theautomatedmillionaire.com, and then you can set up a time we can discuss, and we can have a strategy session, and we can see if I have a program that fits your business, and that I can truly feel that, whatever you invest with me will come back to you manyfold, and ideally very fast. For now, let's just wrap it up. And again, like I always say, I appreciate your time here. I appreciate your presence. I know time is valuable, but I hope that maybe this reminder for you to go and check these discounts that you're giving, and maybe how often you're giving them, and how soon, and how much, and so on. And once you calculate out, maybe you'd be a little bit disturbed about what you're giving up on in your profits and in your results of your business. This is Michael Pitzner, also known as the Automated Millionaire, and I hope I see you in tomorrow's episode. Thank you so much.